You ain't gotta fuck with me. Just open up to me. Maybe be luck with me.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Set, 180! Come on, baby, come on, let's go!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Speaking of McCaffrey, boy, he was used a lot in Week 1, Charles. 128 yards on the ground. He also had 10 catches for 81 more yards.
That's 209 all-purpose yards. I mean, he's unbelievable. He's one of 5 players with 10 or more receptions, 120 more rushing yards in a single game in the Super Bowl era. And this is what we saw last year as well, partner. They used him in a big way. He hardly ever came off the field. I hope they're developing an alternative for him so he can get a few plays off this season. Otherwise, they'll use him up way too quickly.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 36 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now the try here for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
To throw, Mayfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, yo, you might as well quit.
3, now here's 2nd and 7.
Do yourself a favor, quit.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
I've been smoking all damn day.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation. Maybe even
you gonna get a field goal, though.
But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know why I ain't get the first down.
They decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Here's Mayfield. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Me up.
They run for it with Hunt, and he's in.
It messed me
Touchdown,
up,
Browns.
man.
Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now
Right.
on the board here in the first half. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th.
I got it. I got it. I will get it.
To the offensive line,
I will get it. I will get it. I'm gonna bring it to the front.
Run the ball more than throw it.
No. Hold on, bro. Let me pause it right quick. My pregnant girl acting crazy. Yeah, my pregnant girl acting crazy. Yeah, she crazy. Her hormones crazy. Oh, you missed it?
And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraged as well, and they put it in for 6.
Yo.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Shoot 80 though.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Yo.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the left.
See if they can recoup and recover.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A little juke. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45.
You see what my name is, bro?
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
You on YouTube right now, bro.
Back-to-back good plays have them
Bro,
on the move
my record
on
like
first down.
47-25. I was on the damn 7-game win streak. I lost by a damn touchdown.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. To try again after the sack. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That's fielded in the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
20.
If I don't get this, I ain't going for it, man.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Back to you. Real.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. Seibert able to knock this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let me go back to my game. I got to pull this out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
8. Go. 81. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
They're going to try and throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. As they're now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run again with Hunt. This will go for 5 up to the 33. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, You can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41, and a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
Man,
How about
come
them biting
on.
up 15
Man, that
yards
man
there on
up.
the
That shit
4th
is
down
weak.
attempt and keeping the drive alive.
That shit weak, man. That weak as fuck. Hate when they do that shit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Backside fucking shit's weak.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run again with Hunt. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Mayfield to throw it.
And
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton.
Please don't throw it to him. He even open.
And he's going to return it
He's not
to
even
the
an open
21-yard
man.
line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone.
They got
Those
the Browns.
windows can
Oh,
open
D-line.
and
Oh,
close
D's.
quickly,
Them niggas is coming
especially in the
through.
middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on now, let's go.
Man, you go inside. Them niggas went back like they was in
1st and goal and
bad.
a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the afternoon. Then the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Yeah, you trash, bro.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I gave you the game, bro.
This Carolina
I gave you the
offense
game,
at
bro.
the
I ain't
line,
run my
ready
full
to
wildcat,
go.
bro.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but
Yeah,
they
you
can't
ain't
get
even see
ahead
my
of
full
themselves.
wildcat.
They
You
know
just
that they need to
talking
score
off of
quickly.
this swing shit.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2
I gotta
points.
stop
The
doing
only
that
thing
shit,
that
man.
matters
Switch it
is
up.
scoring quickly, then
Can't
they'll take
stop
it from
when I
there.
do all that shit at one time.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there.
My
for his
bad,
first carry of the
Wildcat,
game,
man.
but
What the
obviously,
fuck
they
I
put
think?
faith in him, didn't
You
they?
got
No
all types
question
of
about it. And
Wildcats.
here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Yeah, what did they give you?
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now it's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything
trash,
open,
bro. Good
and this
win.
play just didn't look right from
That's
the
on me.
beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is good.
doctor's appointment Tuesday?
You can fly out.
Must be here.
No, I have this first doctor's appointment. Because you damn sure don't need to go on Wednesday. So you can pick Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday. So you can miss the appointment something this year.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away.
Tough loss last game.
Let's go. Let's go.
We're going to continue on the Wildcat. Fuck it.
Ready. 48 to Mike. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
That's all when you said Dicker. I did. Oh.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. This time, Jackson will throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram.
If I said I was going, I would have went. I was good, so I
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Steps away to his left. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that.
You the only person who won't take no day off. So, I mean, if you be late because you fucking pregnant, then it's okay.
On third down, Jackson.
Damn,
heavy traffic and it's intercepted.
Look, person
Picked
is
up
bad.
by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, jinxing me when I play, especially with money and all that. Damn.
It was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Now the first carry for
This
Ezekiel Elliott.
This last defense, you got
the
them.
encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Try the right side with Elliott. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Chill. 27.
That's the problem right there. It's not me.
Everybody should be helpful, like, well, you too. Helpful, like, oh, just like on Friday, every Friday, you know, oh, I gotta get my kids on 1, 2 o'clock, so anything I got planned, I need to do it X, Y, Z before I get my kids. Wednesday, my girlfriend is pregnant. I have to make sure I'm available to her by 5 o'clock. Like, I get my kids.
Oh man. Give me that one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, baby.
Then these motherfuckers, they say these motherfucking helpful. Hey, I see you picking that. Let me get that for you. Let me. I know.